I've been awake since 6 a.m. and I went to sleep at 2 a.m. So I didn't need to wake up early actually, but for some reason I just like naturally woke up early. I've been looking at comments, I've been responding to comments for hours now, and I just feel so happy. Like, I feel happy that I'm able to reach people and help them in some way. And I've read some stories, like someone said that they're disabled and they're not able to like go out, and they live vicariously through watching my videos. And I didn't even realize that like I have that potential to actually make someone's day better. And I don't know, it just makes me really happy. Like, I'm doing something good with my time, because you know, time is like limited. So it feels good. It really does. And today is money job, but I have to do some cleaning. I have to wash my clothes, and I think I know I should sleep before, because I've been awake really early. Hopefully I don't have to stay until 4 a.m. I'm gonna ask them if I can leave on the last train. But today is not gonna be busy. They told me the weekends are the least busy days. And actually a lot of people are asking like, why is the bar so slow? And it's because the mama told me that something about the fiscal year. So I guess it's because at the beginning of the year people don't have money. She said like January is the worst. Hopefully things get better by next month. They said also weekends are horrible for customers, because people are not in the area on the weekends. They go with their families, they go out, because most of the customers are salarymen, so they're on the weekends or with their families. I'm gonna try my best today, but I really doubt I'm gonna get any customers, because yesterday was Friday. Yesterday was supposed to be busy and there was a lot of people out, but most of them were drunk and they were just doing nampa. So they were just hitting on me, and I actually was I would say chikan is like being groped, but this guy like jumped on me, and I had my hands in my pocket and he like hugged me, so I couldn't like get away from him. But it wasn't like a regular hug. It was like he was trying to push his penis on, like rubbing his penis against me, and I had my sign covering me, so he wasn't able to make contact. Yeah, it was scary, because in Japan people don't do physical contact, and hugging someone is seen as something very sexual. So it was really bad actually. And this happened on the street, so like a lot of guys getting out of the club were trying to talk to me and like getting really near me and trying to touch me. And one good thing happened yesterday actually. I was standing outside in the cold, no customers, and I felt miserable. My head hurt and I was freezing, and this girl came up to me and she's like, "You're doing a good job." And she told me she watches my YouTube videos, and it made me so happy. I couldn't stop smiling the whole night. It just took that one person to say like, "You're doing a good job," for me to like feel like I'm doing a good job. I don't have anything in my brain actually. I just kind of been procrastinating and replying to comments, and I'm just so invested in responding to people and like reading comments. I feel like I'm doing it way too much, and I know it's not healthy. Like a lot of people say like you shouldn't read comments, but I can't help it. Like, I want to talk to everybody. I even want to talk to the haters. So I can't ignore it. Comments. I don't want to. But at the same time, I shouldn't spend time reading comments, because I don't want it to influence me. Like, I don't want it to change the way I do things. Like, if I read comments and someone is like, the way you talk, I don't like the way you talk. Maybe they'll say like, you say like too much. So then I'm gonna start being careful about how I talk and change the way I talk. I just don't want to be influenced, because then it's not gonna feel like it's me anymore. It's gonna feel like I'm just putting on a show for my YouTube channel. I'm gonna just make myself some coffee and I'm going to start journaling. So one of my friends who watches my videos, she said she wants me to do a video about things about Japan that are unpopular opinions. So basically she wants me to do like a hot takes video, like things that people don't really agree with. And I feel like that's a great idea, but also at the same time, I really don't want to put my opinion out there like that, because I've done this in the past where I've collaborated with people. There's this one girl, she's really popular. Her name is Ela. I think her channel used to be called like Crazy Ela. And every time I've met her, I've been drunk. I think I mentioned this before, like I had a drinking problem, and to socialize with people, like I had to get drunk. So like every time I've been interviewed by her, I've been drunk. A lot of haters like started coming to my channel, and this was before. So before I used to do videos, my demographic was like 45 plus. So the age range was 45 plus Japanese men, like 99% Japanese men. And all of the collaborations that I've done have been with channels who have a majority Japanese men viewers. So they're really conservative. They do not like foreign people saying anything negative about Japan, even if it's true. And every single person that I've collaborated with who has like really big channels with the majority of the audience being Japanese men have told me, you need to say this, you need to present this in a positive way, or you can't say like this thing, like this specific thing, you're not allowed to say that. So before, when I used to do collaborations with people, I was just focused on not getting hate comments. And even though I had like very mild opinions and I was trying my best to be like super positive and not say anything negative and kind of just brown nose Japanese culture, I would still get hate comments. I would still get people like, they're just very critical of foreign people having opinions at all. So this is one of the reasons why I stopped, because I think my channel is 4 years old, and when I started, my first videos were in Japanese, and I started making videos with only Japanese subtitles, so title, description, everything Japanese. And it just wasn't worth it. Like I spent so many hours making content for people that don't even like me and I have nothing in common with, and I don't really like I felt alienated from them. And it just like I just was putting on this fake cute persona of like I love everything about Japan, and because of that reason, like I stopped making videos. Like I just couldn't keep up. It was draining. It was really like it made me anxious. It made me stressed out, like reading the hate comments. So I don't want to go back to that. And recently, like a lot of videos that I've collaborated with people have resurfaced, and it makes me cringe because a lot of the things that I'm saying are not true. They're not really my opinions. They're just the things that I'm supposed to be saying. And I wish I can like erase those things because I wasn't thinking about being myself. I wish like those collaborations didn't exist, because it is really cringe to see. Even like the most recent one, like with Kenzo. Like Kenzo's my friend. I've known him for I think 8 years, and I want to help him grow. But also the style of videos he makes, they're kind of clickbaity, like getting the reaction out of people. And I'm just tired of seeing those types of videos. Like I know that they get popular right away and it's easy to make money from that. And he's really business oriented. So like he has a goal. Like as a friend, I want to help, but I wish I didn't do the videos. Honestly, having to answer questions that don't really have like a good answer to them. Whatever you see, that's not on my YouTube page is not my authentic self. Like this is me. Like this person without makeup talking to you in my apartment. The other stuff is manufactured, it's scripted, everything's planned out. Every person I've collaborated with, they have a script, they tell you what to say, they tell you what not to say, they tell you kind of the angle that they're going for. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And I hope nobody's mad at me. I hope if Kenzo sees this, he's not angry, because I do want him to be successful. Okay, so I'm gonna make myself some coffee. Basically, I have this thing, which is, so it's the coffee concentrate. This coffee brand is actually really good. I'm not sure if it's Japanese, and I'm gonna pour some in this cup. I already had a cup earlier, but this is my favorite cup. My friend Yulia, she gave this to me for my birthday. It's so pretty. It reminds me of those hard candies. They were like it was strawberry and milk. I forgot. It's kind of like cookies and cream, but like strawberry and cream. And I'm just gonna add milk, and there's my coffee. While I stall, because I'm stalling right now, I don't feel like brainstorming anything. I'm gonna tell you a story, kind of. I'm just gonna like talk trash a little bit, but so I had a water leak in this apartment, and I feel like it was karma, kind of. Like the upstairs people that live upstairs, it's a guy and a girl, and they're not supposed to be living together actually, because this is for single people. You're not allowed to have multiple people living here. So imagine the same room size with 2 people in it. And so they caused a water leak, and they had to pay to repair it. It took forever to get it repaired, but I'm pretty sure it was really expensive and they couldn't afford it probably. They were really rude to me one day. Like I was taking out the trash, and it was nighttime, and I went out like this, like no makeup. And they saw me and they said, "Koa." And they think like I don't understand what that means because I'm a foreigner. And they said I'm scary because obviously I'm a foreign person, and they think foreign people at nighttime are scary. I guess the way people would see minorities, like a lot of white people, if they see black people at night, they get scared. So it was kind of like that. Like they thought I was scary, and it hurt my feelings because I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm just taking out my trash. Like, I'm just trying to live here. And after that happened, I called the housing company and I reported them. That's the tea. I woke up late today, so I'm on my way to work through taxi, and I'm gonna be there exactly on time today. So I guess it's technically late, but I slept the whole day. I woke up late. I don't know what happened. I think I might be getting a cold or something. I just don't have any energy recently, and it really sucks. It's freezing outside. I'm already shivering, and today there's absolutely no one walking outside. It's 8 o'clock right now, and I'm probably gonna stay until the last train today. My boss brought me a hot drink, and I went upstairs for a little bit to take a break, and now I'm gonna go back out again. It's almost 9 o'clock. We have 0 customers so far. Okay, so we had 3 customers, and they were not my customers. They were the other girl's customers. She was so sweet because they invited me to go work with her, and the guys were cheap, so they didn't want to buy drinks for us, and she apologized to me, even though it's not her fault. So I'm going back outside right now. Okay, so I did not get any customers. We only had that one group of customers, and I get to go home early today, so I think this will be the end of the vlog. Okay, so I got back home, and I just wanted to address something. I think I'm gonna focus more on my channel, and I'm gonna try to do more vlogging and try to do more kinds of content besides just the bunny job. I know the bunny job like gets views, but I feel like it's attracting a lot of unwanted attention as well. First of all, like the bunny job is like very different than my personality. Like I'm what people would call like majime, like a serious person. And I would never do this kind of job in the past. Like, and it's not because I'm judging women that do this type of job. Like, I don't care if you're like a sex worker or like a sugar baby. Like I have friends who do stuff like that. I know girls who are like AV actresses. Like we exist within this society, and the society has like specific rules and expectations for women and men. And Japan is it's still very traditional. So I've had jobs. I was an English teacher. I worked as an office worker. I had my own business. And in every situation, every field, I have been harassed. So for me, I don't judge women who feel like, if whatever reason they choose to do this type of job, like if their reason is they're desperate and they feel like there's no other resources, there's no other way to make a living, or if they feel empowered, if they feel like this is rebelling against society's expectations of what a woman is supposed to be. Getting slut shamed is not, it's not seeking male approval. Women know this. Like if you do like sex work, if you do OnlyFans, like you're going to get hated by most men. Most men will see you as trash or used or not worthy. So to me, I don't care what the reason is. Everyone has their reason for doing things. I just want to support women who do something. Like if you want to do that, as long as you're not hurting anyone. And some people might feel like it does hurt them. Some people have they feel a certain way about things, and they think like that it would hurt their self-worth, or it would hurt their self-esteem if they were a sex worker or something. And I just don't want to judge people, basically. But for me, my personality does not fit this job, and it's not something that I've ever imagined I would do. It's not something that I wanted to do. And I'm pretty sure when I was in a serious relationship, I would not have done this, because I know that my partner would have been disapproving of it. I used to care so much what my partner thought about what I did. So I tried to be the person they wanted me to be. I tried to fit the mold of what a good girlfriend should be. So to me now, what I'm doing is, if it feels good. I don't feel like I'm doing something wrong. There's so many types of nightlife jobs in Japan, and they exist for a reason. So hating the person who is trying to make a living is just doesn't make sense to me. I think if you want to hate, if you don't want this to exist, then you should hate the people who make the business in demand, who are the ones that are going to these places, who want this kind of service. There was also like another comment that bothered me. It was like, how can you say to women, like, be empowered and be independent and not care about the male gaze, but you clearly like you're catering to the male gaze, and I'm not. If you know anything about Japan is a very conservative country, and women are expected to cover up. They're expected to be demure, to be like very feminine and passive. Those are traditionally, these were the expectations of women. I know things are changing now, especially with the new generation, but when I dress up, if I'm wearing tight clothes that show my body, even if it's not revealing, if it's showing the shape of my body, men roll their eyes at me. They like go like, or they give me dirty looks. Like this is not to attract men. I dress the way I want to because that's what I like. And I know doing the bunny job, like I get judged a lot. Like guys treat me like an object, but they do anyway. So there's no difference for me doing this job and doing another job. I was still treated as an object because I am a woman and I'm a foreign woman. So it's even, I feel like there's even more objectification because some people fetishize foreign women, just like a lot of men in America fetishize Asian women. So people that are telling me like I'm doing this for seeking male validation can go fuck themselves, because I'm not doing this job for validation. Most men are not going to want to date me, are not going to want to be with me if I'm doing this job. When I first moved here, I used to dress the way Japanese women dress. So I had darker hair. It was like a brownish, like mousy brown hair. I had it short. It was like this long. I would wear baggy clothes, like long skirts, long dresses, not form-fitting. And guess what happened to me? One morning, I was going to school. And I was on the really packed train, and I was attacked from behind, and it happened within seconds. The guy jumped on me. It was so packed. I couldn't move. I couldn't scream. I couldn't do anything because I was in shock how fast this happened to me. And it felt violent to me. Like this guy started like thrusting me, and I was wearing a bunch of layers because I was afraid of this like actually happening to me, because I know like stories. I hear stories all the time about Chikan. And the guy like put his hands inside my skirt, and he was like trying to undo my stockings, and I had like layers on, so like he couldn't do anything really, but he was trying to undo everything on that I was wearing. And I was able to get away from him, but it took a lot of like fighting, and I was trying to like use other people as shields to make a shield between me and this guy. And I feel like there's some people that realized what was going on, but nobody helped me. And this was like the first year that I was in Japan, so I couldn't speak any Japanese, and I was just afraid. And I felt so helpless and so vulnerable. But I used to, going to school every day, I used to always have someone try to touch me, someone follow me, someone grab me at nighttime, like trying to get me to go with them. Like drunk sailor man would grab me at night, and they would try to force me to go with them to drinking or something. And it was because I looked like someone that's not going to fight back, and someone that is abiding by Japanese beauty standards. So yeah, when people say like stuff about my revealing clothes, like you don't understand the way things are here. I've never been harassed when I started dressing the way I thought I liked. When I started wearing the bright colors, when I started wearing the tight clothes, when I started wearing the revealing clothes, it repels men here. And I'm not even like, there's no perfect victim. So even if I got harassed wearing sexy clothes, the accountability has to be on the person who is doing the act. And to me, it doesn't make sense. Like this thing of like blaming women for the way that men act, because I understand like trying to give advice and be like, this is how you can prevent something. Like, don't put yourself in a dangerous situation. Like, I understand that, but we shouldn't be using that energy. All of that energy should go towards trying to educate, try to change the way people think about where the accountability lies. Because in Japan, people trust that you're going to do the right thing. Like they leave like products outside. They don't think people are going to steal. And I feel like it should be the same with the way we get treated. Like we should just expect we're not going to get harassed. But basically, if you think that I'm caring about the male gaze, you can go fuck yourself. I don't care about that. And at the same time, I'm not immune to it because I'm existing within the society. So like I still have to deal with it because it still affects me. Like I'm not immune to society standards for women. Like even if I want to advocate for women to support each other, like it doesn't change the fact that I'm existing within this society, and the way society is right now is like not really great towards anybody really. But I feel like there's so much hate towards women, like from other women, from men, especially from men. Like everyone hates us. So I have to unlearn, because I'm not perfect, and like I said, I exist within the society. Like I have to unlearn a lot of things that have been programmed into me. Like there's still some biases that I have. I want to be less toxic. What I'm trying to say is that every day is a learning experience and every day we grow. So I just want I just want to have like a positive space for people to discuss things. We don't have to always agree with everything. And the main thing is that I want to support you girls, and I want us to be better for each other and for the future. Like, I just want, if we're kind to each other, I think things will start to get better. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So I'm gonna go to sleep now, and I guess I'll see you girls later.